May 2nd today, and that's day 29 of my repotting season. It rained quite a bit yesterday, overnight. A lot of the petals are falling off the apricot tree flowers, but they're still looking really nice. Most of them anyways. So I'm home for the afternoon. I've got a couple plans. I would like to tackle this big beauty in there and put it in a much larger pot. I want to put it in that pot right there, but only, fill it about a third of the way with soil. But I need to mix up a whole bunch of soil for that. And I want to do something small right now, make sure I get at least the one video in today, in case I'm not able to do that other one after I get the soil mixed up. So I have enough for a really small one. And the next cedar in the line is number 13 of the original 21 cedar seedlings video. It's a pretty nice little tree. I'm gonna prune off most of the side branching and let it grow tall and straight. And yeah, I think this will be cedar number 10. Cool. I'm gonna get that done fairly quickly, just like yesterday's. Okay, here goes. First a little spin. See what I'm working with here. We've got a couple leaders, so I think I'm gonna have to choose just one of them. It's not a perfectly straight trunk, so maybe I'll choose this smaller one that has a little bit more movement back this way, and instead of growing a straight trunk, taller one anyways, I can get a bit more movement going on in it. So yeah, in this one I used drainage screen and a large drainage layer, so there wasn't a ton of roots down there. Not as many roots as I would have expected in here. I don't know, those kinds of plastic pots don't really seem to do too well. Most of them are falling apart from the UV rays, I think. Fairly decent roots after a year, I guess, but being in a pot on its own, I figured it would have been a little bit more. Oh well. Just gonna get this one washed off and then do a bit of root pruning. Okay, what am I working with here? Get those little bits of perlite out of there. I don't want to cut through those. So I've got a large taproot and then some decent kind of radial roots up around this level. So it's actually kind of nice. Yeah, that'll be my root plane. I think I'm only going to do this one major chop. Right just here. Okay. Yeah, that's a fairly nice start to a little radial root system. This one's kind of in a weird angle that way, but maybe I can just train it. It's kind of dividing nicely. This one is not necessary. It's kind of growing right above this other one, and I want to keep that other one, so Yeah, get rid of that. And I'll just snip off anything growing up too high. Keep that, there's not much growing back there. Shorten everything a little bit and call it good. Yep, that's it. Okay, I think that's a pretty good start to a little radial root system. I can, you know, tighten it up and make it better in the future. Actually, I forgot I was gonna prune this before potting it, but oh well, I can do it now. Okay, so this pruning job isn't going to be too intensive. I think I'll do the pruning first and then, you know, figure out the final planting angle and everything. So, I definitely want just one leader. I think I decided it's going to be this one. So, the old leader, the main one, is gone. Yeah, I like the other one's movement better, so there it goes. See you later. I'll get rid of this little side branch down there. There's some new growth coming out. Get rid of that one. And I think everything else I'll keep. I'll just shorten that one. Just do a tiny bit of pinching. And then leave that leader alone and let it grow. Yeah, I think that'll work. And now to plant it at an angle that kind of accentuates the movement. I think if I do it like this, it kind of ends up going straight. And then probably at some point this can be the leader, and then I can, you know, one of these side branches, maybe this one, will kind of grow this way. Meanwhile, this will grow straight up and thicken up the tree a little bit more. Anyways, that's how I'm envisioning the next year of growth. We'll see how it actually goes in reality. Often my brain and reality are not on the same page. I think that's good. I'll water it in. Alright, so that's it for that one. I think that's a nice little tree. Cedar number 10. I think a lot of the cedars I was repotting, I wasn't pruning or, pinching at all, but this one I did, and I think the rest of the ones that I do, I'll shape as I'm doing it because it's a little bit closer to its perfect repotting time. Some of the tips, you can see, the main adult foliage still has its winter colors for the most part, but the tips are starting to change colors. Before everything greens up, it kind of turns into this like yellowy kind of, I don't know, it almost looks like, it's drying up and dying, but that's actually it activating. And then soon enough it'll turn nice and green, probably within the next week or two, and then it'll really take off and start growing. So I think doing that sort of pruning and pinching work right now is a good time of year to do it as I'm doing the repotting. Anyways, yeah, eventual front of the tree might be something like that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Cheers.